That's what's up.
Yeah.
But what
Add
I'm
up. Go ahead, Asia. My
But that
bad.
still doesn't make sense because if you're a successful man and you're
he can't
intimidated
be
by a successful man can't be intimidated by a successful woman. He's fought too hard to get to the top of the food chain where he is.
mm-hmm.
He's not intimidated by nothing walking the earth.
I
If he's
told
a
you
successful man, he's not gonna come across somebody who he's intimidated by.
again, I'll repeat what I said 15, 20 minutes ago.
Hmm.
Men that feel they can't offer anything because they lead with their money are intimidated. I will repeat that.
And I've said the same thing, Asia. So
Yeah,
yes.
So
I
yeah,
think,
he could be successful, but if I'm successful too, he's like, well, what can I offer her? And
What
I'm
can I
like, well,
offer you?
more than
I
just
think,
your money. Go ahead.
Asia, I think it just dis fact because of how much.
Did you went out? I'm sorry, repeat it. You went out.
Oh, sorry. No, I was saying we're just disagreeing with that fact because of how much it took to get there. So it's not an intimidation factor, right? Because especially based on that definition, you know.
I'm not following what you're saying. I hear you, but I'm not, what's your point? I'm not trying to be funny. What's your point? What are you saying? I
No,
don't
I'm
get
just saying that we just disagree because it took too much to get there for me to now be successful and then be intimidated by some woman because she got a little bit of money.
it
Right.
may have taken you a lot to get there, but
Mhm.
when you get there, you let's be very honest with everybody on here. When you get a certain level of success, you come with a certain confidence,
Mm-hmm.
and with that confidence, you know that I can do whatever I want to do. If you encounter someone else that is just as equally as successful as you, but maybe a little bit more, or she doesn't need your money, you can't sit there and impress her with your money. That's where intimidation can come in at. That's all I'm saying. They can come in that point because I'm not impressed by your money. I got it too. You
So you're
can't sit
saying
there
it's like,
and
what
act
do they need you for?
ex-
Yeah, and
ex-
And
we've had
and
Yeah,
men get upset by
yeah.
that. They're
Women,
intimidated by the fact that we don't need you.
I see what you're saying. I just don't think it's intimidation, but I know men do feel the need, that sense of
they
need to
feel timid.
provide.
Exactly. And that's the
But that's
timidity.
not intimidation, though.
yeah, that's
But
what
No.
I
again,
feel like it's
my definition of intimidation included being timid and being held back by. That's why I put the definition out there first on
Yeah, I'm
purpose.
just saying. I don't think that scenario fits that. That's all.
You don't think so that he's a little bit more timid? He's like, well, he's a little bit gun
No.
shy. He's like, well,
What would he be gun shy? People like that aren't gun shy.
I feel like intimidation only correlates with lack of knowledge, lack of success, and lack of confidence.
definitely like
If,
a
Yeah,
if,
he
if
won't lack that.
everybody's on the same level, I don't feel like it's a sense of intimidation though. If
I
I'm
Yeah.
successful and you're successful, we're both confident and we both are knowledgeable, I don't think that it's a intimidation per se thing. I
I
think
think
it's
it
Yeah.
is.
like, kind of like whatever.
I think
Like
it's
I
that
can't do
fear of
nothing for you, like or you might be in a position where you don't want to really do nothing because you're trying to be on that same scale. You trying to be an alpha, he trying to be an alpha. So he don't even want to be messed up with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that does happen.
Yeah.
I do
That's
think though, as the more successful women become, the smaller the pool gets for us as women.
Mhm.
The smaller the
yeah.
picture pool gets, right?
Wait, wait,
Because
Hmm.
yes, we are willing to out of love because I don't need your money. Yes, so yes, we may be willing to go ahead and be with an individual who maybe makes less money than us, right? However,
Hmm.
that may not necessarily be what you want.
Yeah.
That may not necessarily be what you truly want. That's you accommodating because he doesn't have what you're used to or what you need. You are accommodating your lifestyle so that he can go ahead and he can be on the same level as you. And I think that's a conversation that's not necessarily talked about enough, is that the higher up successful, the more successful women are, the smaller the pool becomes for us. Versus for men, the more successful that they become, they can have anybody. The pool
Well,
just gets
because
bigger and
you,
bigger and bigger.
Alex, do you think it's because what's important to each of us? Is it because women are largely hypergamous?
Yes, I think it's about what's important to us. As we keep saying, like men lead with their wallet, right? Women, we're like, okay, well, it's fine. I've got the money. It's okay. I love you though. You love me. I love you. But I feel like there comes a point where, in a man in that situation where the woman is, if there's a huge pay gap between the two, and the man is the lower earner, I do think that there at some point in time, the man is going to feel like, you know what, I'm not on her level. I can't give you the things
But
that I
she's
want
gonna
to.
feel that.
I can't provide for you in the way that I want to, because again, men think with money. So I can't take you out to go to Greece with you. We gotta go to a picnic, like Adria said. There's nothing wrong with picnics. However,
But is it him making her feel like that? Is it him? I mean, is it her making him feel like that? So is it her putting out there, like Adrian said, he got shut down? No, I don't do picnics. I don't do that. So is that our fault? Is that our fault that they feel so much at the bottom of the world to not be to the point where they can't approach us because we're not talking about anything else other than Greece and I don't do picnics? But why would he want to press forward and be like, well, you know, maybe I can try to do this or try? He gonna be like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to do it.
But this is why I asked him the question that I did. Has he then gone back into a space?
He's straight in his lane, Q.
Right. So you after that, you just like one and done.
Look what the comment said. That's what I want to know. Asia is speaking the word success, but I think she's referring to her money.
Okay,
well, that's why
I hear what Mike say. We gotta address what Mike
her bag.
But that's why we asked earlier on, what are we deeming a successful woman? Because we keep talking about money.
The tone that came from
that's what it's talking about. That's why Mike is asking, because he's like, first off, shout out to Mike with the first super chat, and this might be risky history.
Thank you, Mike. I didn't say that though.
Yeah, I think the tone that came across was about money. So when you guys started to speak on it, you were speaking from the place of money.
Right, and that's what I was saying earlier. Can we define what we were talking about? And then we just started chatting.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think because it feels like money either way. Whoever's talking, I feel like money is what we're deeming success. We out.